Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, 0-0.
0-0.
I think this could be a 0-0 draw here, because the next word is a Scottish word that we use in my country, particularly in Glasgow. It's a word that we use to describe a person, and that word is Gallus. Now, you were wondering about the...
Gallus. Can you spell it? Can you spell it?
Yeah. So think of... Okay, so it's Gallus. Gallus. Okay, so it's not Gallus, it's Gallus.
Gallus. No tiene, a ver,
Gallus.
¿tiene algo que ver con Gales? No.
No. Well, that's interesting. So it has nothing to do with Wales, I would say.
Okay, but a ver, eso es como un gallo. ¿No tiene que ver con la mascota de Francia 98?
I think Ruben's a little bit confused. We're going to take a quick break, actually, because we've only got a minute or two before the break. We're going to have a quick break. I want you during the break to think about what this word could possibly mean. I'll give you a quick clue. It's to describe a person. Okay, it's to describe a person. Okay, so it's not like an action replay.
I know where I'm going to ask you.
Okay, exactly. So Ruben has a question for me. Think about it over the break. What could this word Gallus, Gallus, Scottish word Gallus, possibly mean? Stick around and we'll see you again in a few minutes. Okay, Ruben, before the break, I asked you what the word Gallus could possibly mean. Gallus. And you asked me if it had anything to do with Gallus, Wales, and I said no.
I am going to ask you a question. Tell me a Gallus guy.
A Gallus guy. A Gallus guy. For example, do you remember, oh God, what was his name? Played for Casano, played for Bari and Real Madrid, Sampdoria, Roma, AC Milan. Casano was Gallus.
I'm thinking about adjectives. I can say that in life.
Okay.
But yeah.
Casano, he was very Gallus. Garincha was very Gallus as well. You could say.
Okay. Oof. Because Garincha was a dribble guy. Casano was a very naughty guy.
Yeah, naughty. That's a good word to describe him. Well, but what did both of them have in common? Do you want that? You can ask me a player and give me.
I'm going to give you a player. And you have to tell me is Gallus or not. Sergio Ramos.
Oh yeah, he's Gallus. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Francesco Totti.
Yes and no. Not so much, but yeah. You could say he was Gallus. Yeah, in fact, yeah, he was Gallus. Yeah.
Yalmiña.
It doesn't spring to mind as being a particularly. I wouldn't put him in that category. Like same as Totti, to be honest.
Okay. Gallus. For example, I have a question. If you are playing football and you have two possibilities to take a penalty, about penalties, and you decide to dink the ball, are you Gallus?
Yeah, I would say so. That's a very Gallus thing to do.
Yeah, because I was thinking.
It's something that our coach used to say this to the attacking players. This is a big clue.
Yeah.
He used to say, I want you to be more Gallus in the second half. So it can be a temporary thing or it can be a personality thing. But yeah, it can be just like be a bit more Gallus.
Okay, could be a Gallus guy, someone who is very atrevido,
very daring. Yes, I'll give you the point for that. I'll give you the point for that, yeah. Well done, I'll give you the point for that, yeah.
I think it was more difficult than the other one.
But it was difficult because it's quite a difficult thing to translate. So Gallus can be sort of like cocky, like chulo as well. So I didn't want to give you the biggest clue. Would have been
so it's something similar to a gallo, no?
Like a gallo, yeah.
Un gallo es un chulo. Ser un gallito es un chulito.
That's it. So I was looking at the origin of the word, and it seems to be that it's probably like related to that. The origin of the word is like a gallo. Possibly comes from French, and that would make sense because there's between English and French there are lots of crossovers. There are lots of parallels. There are lots of similarities. Yeah. So I think it probably comes from French. Like a few other words. So yeah, this word Gallus, it just means to be cocky, like un poco chulo, or atrevido. So the probably the most Gallus player I can think of is Cristiano Ronaldo. I can't think of anyone that's more Gallus than him. But also players who try things. So when my manager, when my coach in Scotland said to the attacking players, listen, you have to be more Gallus here. It means hay que intentar esas cosas. You need to try these things. You need to atreverse. You need to dare. You need to be daring. Ser atrevido. You need to be daring in the second half. It's just a Scottish word that means Gallus. Also, outside of football, if you describe somebody as being Gallus, it means that they're quite kind of like cachondo. Like they're very kind of like, they'll make jokes and things like that. They're very open. They're funny and things like that. That would be a Gallus person. But on the football pitch, it's somebody who's very atrevido, very daring. That's what I would say in normal English. Yep. Well done, Rubén. Excellent.